They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bobcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Bring it out. It's Reddick. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bobcats offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fan.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
To throw, it's Kendricks. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And it'll be be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They're going to run it to the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws up the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Gibson. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Kendricks. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this 1st quarter. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, down a throw. Pulls it in, it's Andrews. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's to the air on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. On the move, it's Gibson. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Kendricks. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Looking for space. It's Coffee. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Off play action. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Aggie! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on the first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Bobcats line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the left side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Kendricks. That's caught. It's Coffee. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Browning. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Punch it out of the air. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find any anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Bobcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Caught. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A 3rd down try for the offense. Wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas State. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. Got a man, it's Williams. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Coffee. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Redden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The sure hands, it's Lewis. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds his man. It's Lewis. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Stark. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Bobcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Pressure coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making...
Touchdown, Bobcats! Fitted in the window for the score. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything...
Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, the offense putting up more. And guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 22 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not?
Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to run it. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's got it on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. There he goes.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, This offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll run play action. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. Down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Hauls in the deep ball. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Sparks. Going for it all. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The give and tick, 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 tick. First down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it out quickly. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work out throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for.